Okay, welcome back. We are on phase 3, and I have to repeat myself. You should be feeling good, recalling those memories, looking at a goal you set, seeing that you actually accomplished it. That should be empowering in itself. You know, how often do you look back at the things that you've done that happened and they worked out as planned? All too often, we could be our own worst critic and we can see everything that we've done wrong. But this is about seeing when, where, and how you shine. Okay, so the second assignment was to write out that bullet point list. As a matter of fact, let me inject this. This is video 3, okay? So a lot of you, maybe you haven't caught up with your emails and you're just chiming in. There are 2 other videos prior to this. If you haven't seen them, you're going to want to stop, go back, look at those videos, because you're going to be totally lost with what we're doing right now. But otherwise, if you've done the assignment, you've written out your bullet point list, where do we go from here? Our self-talk is the most important thing that we have, okay? And when you're building a business or you're aspiring to achieve a goal, the reality is stuff happens. And when that stuff happens, how many of us will automatically say, I knew this was going to happen? How many people will look at us and say, well, you know, you shouldn't have done that? It's so easy to go to the negative side. It takes so much more courage and strength to see and speak and believe the positive when it looks like everything is falling apart. So with that being said, how do you do that? How do you speak to yourself? What is your mantra? Where does it come from to give you power and mojo in spite of the odds? Well, I'll tell you, for starters, it cannot come from what somebody else already said. For instance, oh, if it was easy, everybody would do it. Well, you've said that before, and you know what? You've also quitted something before. So it has to be something deeper than that. So just think about this. When you look at your bullet point list, what I want you to do is to think about the words that describe what you did. For instance, I talked about with me, I had to label all of the items for the garage sale. That would be me being detail oriented. Whatever didn't sell, I had to give it away. That would be me being philanthropic. When it came to doing the Craigslist ads, I had never done that before. I had to be resourceful and look up information. When it came to finding a realtor, I had to exercise due diligence. I interviewed 4 of them before I finally picked the one that I was like, yeah, we are going to work with you. Those types of things, they need labels. So interviewed 4 real estate agents means I exercise due diligence. Labeled all of the items for the garage sale, organized it and got it together. That means I'm detail oriented. Giving away things that I didn't have to have means that I'm philanthropic. You see these titles? That's what I want you to do. I want you to give titles to all of these tasks that you did. And you're going to find out that you're determined, ambitious, creative, well-spoken, that you're brave. You know, whatever it is, you're going to find your words. And what I want you to do with those words is I want you, after you have the words, to think about your dreams and your ambitions, and then write out why you can achieve those dreams because of the words that define you. For instance, when I first started my business, I knew nothing about doing lead pages. I had been a cosmetologist for 20 years. I didn't even want a Facebook page. Now I'm in the arena of email automation and CRM software. I had no idea what to do, and it was very frustrating. It was agonizing, and I would want to throw in the towel and quit, but you know what I'd say? No way, August. You're resourceful. You can figure this out. You Google it, you YouTube, you look up videos, you ask questions, but you can do this. When I started operating my business and I was trying to reach people, I realized that I needed to give. That everybody isn't a giver. Giving information is part of how people could understand what level of expertise I had. Everything can't be about making money. It has to be about having a genuine concern for selling people. If I was philanthropic then, guess what? I can be philanthropic like right now, giving you, the information that you need in order to move forward with your business. You know, that is me fulfilling my everyday characteristics. This wasn't about business. This was just about making a personal move, wanting to get away from a city that I had been in all my life. And me and my husband worked together to move and relocate. And our desire was to do this in 90 days. What I want you to understand is that everything is connected. Who you are as an individual is the same person that you need to be as a business owner. It's the same muscle that you're going to need in order to get that degree, in order to get out there and gain more clients. And so when you do this exercise, what you're figuring out is you're figuring out the words that define who you are. And when you write out this list and you write out your goals and you take it and you write down all the reasons you can achieve your goal based on all of these characteristics about you, that's your empowerment. That is your inner strength. That's what lets you know that you can do it against all odds. So take your list. Look at those bullet points. Give those words characteristics. I personally know that for some people, this isn't as easy as it sounds. A lot of you may have struggled with this assignment because you're like, okay, I have this thing down here, but August, I don't have anything as glamorous as doing something that quick. Look, it's not about how glamorous it is. That's a matter of perception. If it's glamorous in your mind, if it's important in your mind, then it's a good goal. I remember working with a young lady who had worked on a job for over 10 years before she basically got played, and she had to take the Nestea plunge and get herself back out there in the market. And when she decided that she was going to leave that company and go to another job, that meant that she had to start interviewing again. She had to retweak her resume. She had to she had to go and use all of these different websites to find a job, the Monster and Indeed, and, do her profile setting. And she did that. And as a matter of fact, to get her mojo back up with interviewing, she went and interviewed at a company that selected her that she wasn't even necessarily interested in. She said, hey, I'm just going to go just so I can get my practice. She talked to me about how she had these interviews where she had to sit in front of multiple people and interview, and she preferred it as opposed to wanting to do one-on-one, because with her being an introvert, she felt like it wasn't a one-sided conversation and it was a group effort. Since there were so many people she was going back and forth with in the interview. And so it was like, wow, so you don't fold under pressure. And even though you may be an introvert, you're an excellent conversationalist. And so just relax. Don't put any value on the assignment. Don't fold now. And if for any reason you're questioning your goal, what you did, and its value, you have direct access to me. You have all of my information, my website, my email, and my number. Reach out to me. Ask me questions. Get the support that you need so that you can see just how magnificent you are. And if you have rocked this thing out and you're feeling some kind of way, kind of how I look on this video right now, because I feel some kind of way about me and this is how I want you to feel about you, I still want to hear from you. I want to know the person that I have had the opportunity to be aligned with. Tell me your testimony. Send me your story. Send me your progress reports. Let me know what your goals are, why you know you can do it, how this empowered you, how it uplifted your spirit to help you get to the next level. I would love to hear some feedback from you guys. I hope that this experience has been all of that and then some for you, and that it's made you say, you know what? I need to look at myself again, because I ain't all that bad. I ain't all that bad after all. So this is August Crenshaw. I have had a fabulous time working with you. You are a magnificent person, But guess what? It isn't over with yet. You've gotten everything that you need to understand how to tap into your inner strength. You can use this exercise over and over and over again. And what you're going to find is every time you look at each goal, you're going to find new things about yourself, but you're going to see the same characteristics popping up over and over again. And guess what? For somebody that's that amazing, I have something else for you. So stay tuned. Keep your mailbox, keep your eye on your mailbox, because in another day or two, I'll be sending you yet another email to really help you seal the deal on achieving your goals. This is August Crenshaw, life coach specializing in personal development, and I am out of here. Deuces.